Hello, Local 304. Time for another business manager update. Let's start out with Peraton, and that's the company that has purchased our Northrop Grumman covered employees out there at the CRF. Working on organizing those that are not organized, and we're actually going to have to go through our dues paying members in order to get new dues deducts. So, organizers are working on that. Members, you can expect a phone call, letter, several different ways that we'll be contacting you to try to get those new dues deduct forms signed. The company is wanting to have that done by June the 15th, which coincides with our annual increase, July 1. So thank you for all the help that you're giving us, and we can build that solidarity in that facility to have that solidarity moving into the new company. You never know what you're going to be faced with, and so it's great to have everybody having everybody's back, right? Speaking of that, our COVID numbers are down, and I'm really impressed with those contracts that are reporting the numbers being down the way that they are. So keep up the good work. Also, a couple of the companies are wanting to do incentives for vaccinations, and so have approached us about either administrative leave or non-productive time so that you can get paid for both getting the vaccine and if there's any side effects to the vaccine, having that time paid. So stay in touch with your supervisor as you get that scheduled. I know depending on what county you're in, it's a bit of a process to get that scheduled. Some of the smaller counties, Coffee County, for example, has given 513 shots so far. No second doses, just first doses. So pretty easy to get in to get a shot there. Shawnee County, not so much. So phase 2 does include utility workers as defined by Homeland Security. So you can fill out that questionnaire at your county health facility and get yourself on the list if you'd like to do that. A quick system council update with Evergy. We're still working through the approval process, may end up at the table prior to getting the official approval. So we did meet with the company and got a protocol document in place for how we're going to do that negotiations, and hoping that maybe in the next couple of weeks we'll actually be sitting down going through those things that are common to all the agreements. So I'll keep you updated on that. KGAS, as I reported last week, we finished the proposals, and all the large committee spots are now filled, and we will be holding that meeting on February 27th. Evergy proposals are being taken, and of course we'll end at the March 11th local meeting. So and large committee appointments. So keep up the good work out there. We really need to make sure that we're making every proposal that needs to be made to improve our contract and any changes that need to have happened from the last contract and how we do our business out there. We're still in negotiations with line clearance. I don't have any new updates there. The last time I had a discussion with Ashland, it was 53's negotiations were still going on. I really need to know what that is for our target. So still more to come on that. Local 304 has given testimony at the State House this morning. We have a Senate Bill 220 is a utility worker protection bill. So worked on testimony for that yesterday, and that's been given this morning. And then we still have Senate Bill 176. That's the pullover for utility workers. So very, very active, trying to increase the ability to be safe out there in the workplace. Along the international front, I had a meeting with Kansas State Association of Electric Workers yesterday, and it looks like the decision should be made in the next 30 days on the International Convention. Really looking for that to be held in person. That's the last week of August into the first week of September. So you will see a letter sent out to all the members late next month. I think it goes out around the 18th of March. Alerting you of the April meeting being for nominations. So again, as a reminder, if you want to be on that ballot to go to Chicago to the International Convention, if it's held in person, or be a part of the virtual International Convention, then you need to either be present at the local meeting in April or have a letter here stating that you would accept the nomination and, of course, have somebody nominate you. Then after that April meeting, then we will be getting the ballots out to every member in order to secure who's going to be going to the convention. The president did appoint the judge and tellers at the February meeting as per the bylaws, so we're moving forward on that. The last thing I have is, again, making sure that you know all of the communication outlets that we have and how important it is to utilize those communications. Nothing disturbs me more than finding out somebody giving me an issue that I started investigating and find out that it's been going on for several years. That's obviously past the window of opportunity to grieve. So you've got to stay in touch with us. Any changes in your working conditions, we need to know that. Unions Get It app on your smartphone. You can go to the Play Store or your Apple Store to download that app, and that's a quick way of communication. We can do push notifications through that app. It's a fantastic app. I highly encourage you to download that. Get your contracts right on that so you don't have to carry that paper contract with you. Bylaws and for the construction hands, it's the ability to bid a job out there on that app also. Also, the webpage, we try to keep it as up to date as we can. The legislative tab is really neat right now because you can see what bills are out there that affect labor. So please utilize our communication sources. This Business Manager Report, podcasts, those tools are very important that we are able to stay in communication. I want to thank you all for the hard work that you did during this cold snap. I know how difficult that is. It's not been that long ago that I worked in the field and experienced that. Everything freezes up, right? Our equipment, the utilities that we service, power plant, I thank you for keeping the power flowing, even though we dealt with the rolling blackouts based on the amount or lack thereof of power on the grid. So keep doing what you're doing, Local 304. Stay in touch, and I'll stay in touch. Have a great day. Hello, Local 304. John Garrettson, your business manager. I wanted to kind of give you kind of a synopsis of my opinion of what happened this last week with our electric grid. Really brings into focus again what we've talked about in the need to have good baseload plants, generation that's being put on that grid. Obviously, we've seen what happens when the distributed generation goes away. So the importance of having that base load is exactly what we are advocating for and will continue to advocate for. So thank you very much. And we do have a retiring brother that we're going to head down the street and get some opportunities for some photos there. So thank you, Local 304, and I just want to give you that quick update.
This week we celebrated the retirement of Steve Short from the Topeka Line Dock. They set up the line trucks in a celebration of his retirement, and the following is what he got to see. Good luck, Steve. Take care.